Let me show you how to gather fabric with and without a gathering foot. Let's start with. The gathering foot looks like this. Make sure your machine is at the longest stitch setting, place your fabric at 1/2 inch seam allowance, and sew as normal, but hold your fabric in the back to help it gather, and you'll see it start to take shape. Remember to not backstitch at the beginning or the end, and to keep the threads long at the beginning and the end as well. Your gathers should look something like this. Now to do it without a gathering foot, keep your machine at the longest stitch setting, place your fabric at 1/2 inch seam allowance and sew. Place your fabric at 1/4 inch seam allowance and sew a second line. Keep the threads long at the beginning and end and do not backstitch. Now grab the top thread on both lines and pull gently to start gathering the fabric. You can pull the thread from the other side as well to even it out. Mess around with it until you have your desired gathers. Now you can attach it to whatever piece. This could be a waistband if you're making a skirt. When sewing down the gathers, the more pins the merrier because you don't want your gathers to move around and you want them to keep the shape that you made. Before sewing this down, remember to set your machine to your normal stitch length settings. Sew it down, and then whatever gathering thread that you can see on the other side, you can easily pull out because we use the longest stitch setting, so it should be able to pull out quite easily. And you'll see that both versions turn out pretty much the same. The gathering foot just saves you a whole lot of time.